Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Heather, and today we're going to do a little bit of complaining, bitching. Rightfully so, though. If you want to see what I'm talking about, hang tight. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today we are going to be talking about my issue with Physicians Formula. And apparently it's not just my issue alone. As anyone with a heartbeat in the makeup community knows, Physicians Formula recently released their Butter Bronzer Collection box in 2 different shades. It was available on their site and supposedly both Walmart and Walmart.com. Now, when I placed my order, obviously it was still in stock and it goes on from there. So what I'm going to do now is insert a little clip that I have from Instagram. It was basically a rant as you go situation, so you can get a general outline of how things were progressing at that point. And once you've seen that, I will rejoin you and I will further explain the timeline and exactly why what they did with this collection was just so mean. So mean. Hey everyone, what's good? Your girl's looking rough around the edges because I had a biopsy yesterday and I feel like a fucking trash can. So this is just going to be a quick update on the Physicians Formula scandal. I was able to get a hold of their customer service after calling about 17 times. I spoke with a representative named Nora who was extremely curt and rude, and I have no idea why. She explained to me that there is no more product, there will be no more product, and I should feel satisfied with my refund, which I won't get for 7 days, and a 50% off coupon, which I won't be using. So feel free to cop that. It's in my last post. And here's the thing about that phone call. Nora admitted that I'm not the only one, and her exact words were, there are, she caught herself. I'm assuming that meant thousands, and she quickly corrected herself and said, many other customers in your same position. So I have a real issue with them continuing to sell the product on their site. I believe it was about 24 hours at least after I placed my order before I noticed that all of a sudden every listing for that product on the internet has suddenly disappeared. So this is a head scratcher. Physicians Formula can do better. Make another run, fulfill your orders. You know, and I get limited edition runs, and I'm not trying to come off salty here. This is a great example of one of those situations where you never know what somebody else is going through at any given point. And for me to explain my situation to them and why I am taking this to heart the way I am, and to be received so callously, I don't know if I can ever purchase from them again. This is going to take a lot of thinking on my part, and I really do hope that a representative contacts me, because as of now, it's just not happening anymore. Bye, Felicia. So there you have it, folks, a brief little outline of what was happening to me at the time. So because I tend to go on tangents when I am passionate or agitated about something, I do have some notes sitting in front of me, so I want to let you know if I'm looking down, that's exactly what I'm doing, is keeping myself focused for you guys. So as you saw in the video, I had placed my order, and I will insert pictures as we go along here so you can see my receipts, I guess. I went ahead and placed my order on May the 8th at 6:30 p.m. I was then emailed on May 10th that my order was canceled, and that was at 5 p.m. Now, via conversation with my best friend through text message, we kind of discovered that between when I ordered on the 8th and I got the cancellation email, there was a period of time where they still sold it on the website, even though they did not have stock to fill orders, some before mine or after mine. So when I spoke to the representative, like I said in the video, she was extremely rude to me. I can imagine, because it took 17 times for me to get a hold of them, that they had a lot of angry people calling them. The CEO, whoever was the head of this project should have understood the popularity that this item would attract. You're offering 4 different pans and then a fragrance, and you're selling it for under $15. That's just something that people are going to go absolutely bananas for. And it is a well-known fact that everybody has always wanted a fragrance that smells like their butter bronzer. So when it finally happened, they knew good and well that everybody wanted it. So what they basically decided to do was sell and sell and sell. They decided to cut it off, perhaps because the warehouse informed them that there was no more product. I can only surmise. But somewhere between the 8th, when I placed my order, and the cancellation on the 10th, there was a period of time where they were still taking orders, still charging people, and still sending confirmation emails. So there's something else I want to bring up about this. In my video, I did say that the rep said 7 days, and that is true. That is exactly what she said. However, the email does say 3 to 5 days. Either way, I have my money back, but the only other thing that they offered was a 50% off coupon for a future purchase, which has an expiration date. Like, could it get any, really? Like, at some point, you're just spitting on your customers. There is no way that the CEO of this company didn't comprehend the level of insane interest in this product. You cannot offer a 4-pan palette with a fragrance and make it something that is just classic that everybody wants and expect it not to sell out. I would expect, being such a huge conglomerate corporation, you would know when you run out of stock. I find this to be extremely unprofessional. And when I spoke to the representative on the phone, she reflected that exact same thing. She was curt, she was rude, she didn't want to elaborate on anything. She refused to answer any of my questions. She basically just told me that I should be satisfied with the refund and the coupon, which I told her you might want to look online and see that people aren't satisfied with that. And I'll go ahead and insert clips of different screenshots. I have redacted any pictures or screen names, handles, or anything like that. It was just things that I found around the internet that prove that I am not the only person that had this problem. And I honestly don't understand why nobody has talked about this. I know for a fact that there's not a single person I know in California, me personally that I know, that has found this palette in a Walmart. I just wonder because I got on the phone with a few. I believe that there are 7 Walmarts in my general area, and I spoke most in depth with one particular store, so I will just reference that conversation, but I did speak to multiple stores. So when I spoke to the particular manager that I spoke to, she said that they never had it in stock at the store and she had never seen anything come in. They never offered the item. And I started doing some digging in threads and comments and all kinds of things, and I discovered that there's a lot of shadiness going on. People are getting broken pallets and then being told there are none left. You can't get a replacement. Too bad, so sad. Then you have Walmart where you can't seem to find anybody online who's actually found it in the store. If you look on their Instagram posts, there's maybe I'm not going to say there's 100% people who are as pissed off as I am, but I'm not alone. And I can't understand why nobody's talking about this. So here's the big kick. Insert picture now, editing Heather. Cue dramatic music. Yes, a giveaway. Can you fucking believe it? Like, that is such a slap in the face to your customers. Not only are there people that just legitimately placed orders that you canceled on, but then there are also people who have already received their product and they received it damaged, and you are saying you're incapable of fixing that situation for them. But somehow, some way, you have a giveaway? It was on the 12th. So 2 days after insulting your customers by canceling what I believe the rep to have told me are thousands of customers in my same position, meaning thousands of us who have been canceled on. And they have the audacity 2 days later on the 12th to post a giveaway of 5 of the pallets. I mean, there is just no word that I want to say right now that describes how tasteless that is. What a slap in the face to your customers. What kind of brand loyalty do you really think people are going to have after this? Does Physicians Formula not realize that 90% of the reason why people come back to the butter bronzer is because of the smell? Because I can tell you that I've found other things that work and I come back to my butter bronzer because I enjoy the smell. So if you are banking on brand loyalty, you should really try to do better by your customers. If Physicians Formula was smart, what they would do is gather up everyone. You have a broken product, you have a canceled order, whatever size lot that is for them, they're huge. They can produce another large lot because I imagine it is a large amount of people. You can produce one more lot and fulfill your obligation to your customers. It's really not that hard. I could understand if this was an indie brand, but this is Physicians Formula. There is no way the CEO didn't know that people were going to go crazy for this. And the fact that too bad, so sad is the answer that we all get, and a coupon that expires in 60 days, it's just, it's not good enough. Like, it's just not good enough. And I don't know where else I'm going with this. Like I said, this was just going to kind of be a bitch fest kind of ranting deal. So if you have experienced something similar, or if you are actually party to this situation, if you haven't received your palette, or if yours is damaged and hasn't been replaced, go ahead and comment down below. Let's have a conversation, because there is power in numbers. And that's what's driving me crazy about nobody speaking to this on a higher level. I don't have a huge platform. In fact, I hardly have one at all. But what I can hope for is that people at least share the word that maybe Physicians Formula is not necessarily going to be the company that you can rely on when they have a popular item. New releases, especially limited edition and releases that contain things centered around nostalgia, you can't expect to cancel orders and have people remain loyal to your brand. The way that I was treated on the phone by the representative was absolutely callous. This was just something that I found to be 100% unacceptable. I know I'm the little guy. I know I'm small. But maybe somebody will pick this up, and maybe we can get the word out to not trust Physicians Formula the next time they do a huge release. If they bring back the fragrance and they say it's for a limited time, you best believe that it's limited and there's no guarantees. A confirmation number to them doesn't confirm anything, but that they will cancel on you without notice. So that is my story and my opinions on it. And now it's time for you to have yours. So if you've ever experienced something like this, or if you're a part of this, go ahead and comment down below. Like I said, there is power in numbers. And just generally, be careful who you buy from. Even if you're buying from a huge company, there are no guarantees that you will ever receive a shipment. I bet you in all those terms and conditions that we click on, they've got themselves protected. So be careful who you have brand loyalty to, and I'll see you next time. Love, light, and highlight, everybody. Have a good one.